What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, and I do not offer an investment trading program. So please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want up to 12 free stocks, Webull is going to give you up to 12 free stocks. When you open a new Webull brokerage account, put at least 1 penny in that account. They're going to give you up to 12 free stocks. There's a link down in the description box of the video. Open up that Webull account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. Facebook is laying off 11,000 of its workers as the economy continues to be volatile, as companies find it harder and harder to increase their revenues, to increase their profits. They're going to have to start making cost-cutting measures. And let's face it, the biggest expense for most companies is employees / personnel expense, right? Payroll expense. So it makes sense to me that Facebook says, you know something, we're not growing as fast as we were growing 2 years ago. So let's go ahead and start reducing our headcount. We don't need these 11,000 people to do what we're doing currently. And I think you will start seeing more and more companies, not just in the tech space. I know we've seen some tech companies do it. I know Tesla has done it. Amazon has laid off some people, but I think you're going to start seeing it in the retail space as well. Why? Because as the economy continues to be volatile, as the Fed continue to increase short-term interest rates to fight inflation, it's going to hurt consumer spending. Consumer spending is going to continue to slow down. And when consumer spending slows down, that hurts retail, right? That hurts retail. So we're going to start seeing that. We're going to also start seeing it in any industry that supports retail, right? Manufacturers that produce retail products, they're going to lay people off too, because they're not going to have to manufacture as many products for their retail clients. So it's going to be a ripple effect. And I think that's what the Fed has been trying to do. They have tried to slow down this labor market so that people can start feeling that financial pain. And when people feel financial pain, they do what? They start cutting back, stop spending, right? And that's what the Fed is trying to get accomplished. What I'm doing is I'm going to always continue to find ways to make money, man. Even in these volatile times we're in right now, I'm always looking to leverage my time and make more money. Because the more money I can make, the more assets I can buy at a discount. The more money I make, the more assets I can buy. So you got to be careful if you're sitting around and being a consumer and not trying to find ways to be a producer. You're really missing an opportunity here, guys. You're really missing an opportunity to build wealth. Right now, like I keep telling you guys, we're in a bear market, but a bull market follows every bear market. So what I would be doing is concentrating my time on ways to increase my income, creating multiple streams of income. Again, man, you got to be careful with being a consumer and not a producer, right? You have to be careful. And I know it's easy because a lot of people are saying, you know, the market is so volatile. I don't want to put my money in there because every time I put money in there, it goes down. That temporary slide in value of those investments that you're buying won't last. Eventually, we will get the economy corrected, get inflation down to where we want it. We're going to see a change in what's happening in the stock market. Stock market is going to start changing. And it's going to start going back up, and it's going to start running itself into a bull market. And once that bull market hits, hey man, if you haven't bought assets prior to that, you missed out. A lot of people think, oh, I'm going to start buying when it starts going back up. The problem is we never time that right. Most of us don't time it right because we ain't paying attention. Most of us are all living our lives, and we say in the back of our mind, once the market starts going back up, that's when I'm jumping in. Problem is, you never time it right. I will never time that right. So the best course of action is to just dollar cost average in. No matter what the market's doing, you're dollar cost averaging in, picking up your favorite companies, picking up your favorite ETFs. And then over time, if you do that over a 2-year period, your average cost on that investment is going to be low. And then when it turns itself around and starts moving back upward, then of course you bought low, it becomes high. Then all of a sudden you got an opportunity to sell that investment, take your profits, or leave that investment to continue to compound and grow in the stock market to increase your wealth even further. That's the key, man. That's what we all should be doing. We should all be taking a certain amount of money every week, every month, and dollar cost averaging into our favorite investments, right? And right now, that's the stock market, guys. It's the stock market and a business. Real estate right now, in my opinion, is still not right yet. It's still not ready for at least my investment, not real estate for income. I am looking for real estate as a primary residence, a single family home for me to live in. That I'm looking for. But I'm not quite looking for investment properties yet because they're still overpriced. And it's going to be another year or two, in my opinion, before investment properties, 1 to 4 family dwellings, are really on sale. Now, that doesn't mean if you run across a good deal, you don't buy it. That doesn't mean that. I'm just saying on a national scale, I don't see massive numbers of investment properties coming down in price fast enough that it makes sense for me, at least, to be jumping in and buying a bunch of them right now. Right now is not the time for me to do that. Might be the time for you, depending on what part of the country you live in, will dictate the prices of rental properties, 1 to 4 family dwellings. But if you can find them and they make sense, they cash flow, and they give you the cash on cash return you're looking for your investment, then buy them. As long as you hold them long term, I think you'll be fine. But for me, where I live in the country, Southwest Florida, it's not time yet, right? It's not time for me to be sinking money into overpriced 1 to 4 family dwellings. But it is a great time for me to be buying in the stock market, though, because they're underpriced, right? They're underpriced. So that's where all my free cash flow is going right now, guys. It's either going to stock market investments or it's going to cash. Those two, right? Stock market investments or cash. And then what am I doing with my free time? Finding more ways to make more money. Even me, in the position that I'm in, I'm always looking for more ways to make money to increase the income I have available to invest in assets. Because at the end of the day, my goal is to have a big enough asset portfolio that it generates more money than I can spend on a monthly basis. That's my goal when I get to the golden years of my life. I want to have a big enough asset portfolio that throws off so much passive income that I can't even spend it all in a month. That's the goal for me. You got to figure out what your goal is. You got to figure out what your financial goals are, guys. A lot of us don't know that. How do I know we don't know that? Because I talk to a lot of you guys through Instagram DMs and through my coaching sessions, my one-on-one coaching sessions through my company, RF Financial Consulting. I talk to a lot of you guys. And there are quite a few of y'all that haven't really sat down and thought about long-term financial goals, right? And you have to. You got to know what your destination is before you can build a financial plan to get you there, right? You can't build a financial plan unless you know what you're trying to accomplish with that financial plan. So sit down and really do some financial checkup from the neck up and figure out, what am I trying to accomplish financially over the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? What do I want my net worth to be? How much passive income do I want to create over the next 5, 10, 15 years. So you got to sit down and start having those conversations with yourself, with your spouse, with your family, right? You got to do that, and everybody has to be on the same page, because if you're not, then there's going to be some disruption along the way. And really, you don't want disruption because people are not on the same page, right? You want to be on the same page with the people who you love and who are going to be a part of this financial journey with you, right? If you're doing it alone, then no problem. Sit down with yourself. But you got to figure it out, right? You got to figure it out. And you got to become more of a producer and less of a consumer, right? Consumers do what? They make other people rich. Producers do what? Producers make themselves rich, right? Consumers make other people rich. Producers make themselves rich. So keep that in mind as you are investing in these assets over the next couple of years. Because I think if you have that in mind and you understand really what you're trying to get accomplished, you give yourself a really good opportunity to be successful, guys. You really, really do, right? I'm going to continue making the videos every day, reminding you guys of what a great opportunity is right now to get rich. Not even rich, man. You know, I throw that word around, but, you know, not rich. Really, it's financial freedom, man, right? It's financial freedom. It's not rich, it's financial freedom, right? Whatever your financial freedom means to you is the most important thing, right? But you got to have a plan in place to get there, right? I don't just jump in the car and say, hey, I'm driving to Vegas, but I have no idea what route I'm going to take. I'm just going to jump in the car and do it. Most people don't do that. Most people sit down, including myself, and I plan out that trip to Vegas, right? I plan it out, where I'm going to stop, where I'm going to eat, where I'm going to, stay at overnight. We plan it out. You got to do the same thing with your financial freedom journey, guys. You got to plan it out, right? Drop me some comments and let me know what you think about Facebook laying off 11,000 people, and what other industries you believe will be affected by this interest rate hikes that the Federal Reserve has committed to doing going into 2023. Who will that affect from a layoff standpoint? Drop me some comments down in the comment box and let me know. If you want those 12 free stocks from Webull, click on that link down in the description box. Open up that Webull brokerage account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. Peace. Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.